the feeling of hardness and we get these thoughts. We even want to hide from the Lord because we feel like it's too dirty, to come to the Lord about.
Virgin, right now, me and God conversation and difference, you know.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
Yo. We're glad to have you guys in this great space. We are your hosts.
Candace.
Brandon, thank you guys all for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting the videos out there. On a daily basis, we do expeditiously.
Okay. We do appreciate all the love, the support,
Love and support
the
from the
kind
bottom.
words, the comments, you guys retweeting,
From the bottom of our
reposting,
hearts. Yeah. We support,
all of that.
we like you guys
It's
a lot.
a new month, guys. We're so glad the 67 days of
January
are over.
are over.
We are
Happy
in
New Year.
February.
The love month, that's what them call it.
So them call it.
So they say.
So them call
The
it.
love month.
You love every day.
The shortest month of
You
the
want to see
year.
the money in my broke them pocket for buy them girl a flowers.
That's okay. You can do that.
You don't need to. Just saying.
Again,
Get
that's
your-
okay.
get
And you
your-
can do that.
Get your friend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your
Yeah.
husband, your wife, something cute and nice for V-Day. If you guys are like super into celebrating
If you celebrate
V-Day,
that, you will celebrate that.
like just have fun, enjoy life, enjoy the marriage.
For some people,
enjoy
that's
a
like,
relationship.
another Christmas.
It's like
that,
another, or Valentine's Day is every day for some people, in all honesty. I have those couples
Save
that
yourself.
are real into,
Save yourself if you
you
can.
know,
Save yourself if you can.
They're real into love and
save your money.
expressing their love in physical and,
Save your money.
tangible ways.
Save your money.
so, do what's best for you, but enjoy yourself nonetheless.
I advocate for increasing your bank account daily.
Where, sir?
Save your money.
So today, guys, we're continuing where we left off with our segment.
Yeah.
Keep it
Bits or
sweep
sweep
it.
Before we start,
Yeah.
the verse of the day.
Okay.
Get
Thank
it
you
right
very
out
much.
there. Yeah.
Verse of the day is taken from. Oh my goodness, that's feel like I was in a memory verse.
Yo, start now.
The verse of the day is taken from Psalms 34, verse 22. The Lord will rescue his servants. No one who takes refuge in him will be condemned.
Amen.
Skerploink. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're back with Keep It or Sweep It. We noticed you guys kind of like these. So if you guys do want to see these, we do them maybe once a upload, maybe on the socials. You don't know, let us know in the comments. Or don't let us know, we'll do it anyways. But let us know. Let us know if you guys want to see us do this more.
Yeah.
Send in your Christian hot takes that you might have, and we'll do them here or on the Instagrams. We'll do them, and we'll we'll have some fun with it. All right, Candace, presenter, take it away. Take it away.
All right, so welcome back to Keep It or Sweep It. We're coming back now with our hot takes.
Yeah.
And the first one that we have is, where's your kid?
What?
Where's your kid?
Where's your kid? So let me preface it. It's when you are in the church, and this really comes from a lot of what I think sometimes happens a bit too often, is the bashing of the young people. And it's just like, I understand.
You mean like you have
but it's just like, you have all of this to say about us, but which part you're picking today? So, Brother John, Scott still up on the roadside, I did go to him and me go, and you see me here, but you have something to say. Okay.
Oh, I see.
We're sweeping that.
Yeah, we have to sweep it.
Sweeping that,
What was sweep
There's
again?
nothing. Sweep is when you're not okay with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sweep.
You have
sweep.
to remember that even though you are leading and reprimanding with love, that can quickly turn to judgmental very fast. And one thing about people, if they feel attacked, they're going to attack you back.
100%.
True.
So
It's just
before you
like-
go on that whole journey of, hey, I see where your hair, it's been changing colors lately.
Yeah,
It's changing colors, but I'm still here.
Still at church.
Aren't I?
Where's your son?
Yeah.
Where's your
Where
daughter?
is Jamar?
Where's Trisha?
Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
When last is this? How is Stacy? I haven't seen her in so long.
Yeah.
So
How's Jamar doing? Still in school? Oh, he's working now. Great.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Awesome.
Yeah, I always
That's
find
your
it,
cue.
I always find it interesting that they'll come after the ones at church, but the ones that are not at church, like your son or your daughter, that should be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just not
in
their
all
video.
honesty, we don't know how much them really
I push them
tug
out.
on war with them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, our motto here is like, lead with love at this point. Lead with love. You cannot go wrong if you're leading with love. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to, ask the youth questions or, in general, genuine concern.
Yeah.
But be careful how your question or your words come across. Can be very, very much judgmental, and we don't want that.
I would also like to say there is no age limit on sin. It's not just young people that are sinning in the ways that you typically think young people sin. We're not the only ones that may fall prey to fornication. We're not the only ones that may fall prey to pride and to lust.
Back in the day,
it's not just us.
Some of these church mothers,
and exactly.
Listen, the lives they are living are different, man.
Sometimes it feels as if, and I can relate. Sometimes it feels as if the young people get a lot of flack for things like this. And while I do understand that, you want to bend the tree before it's old, some of these issues and this bending that you want to do, the trees that are really giving you the issue are the ones we're done all a long time. Yeah. And it's not us.
Yeah.
It's not us. Sometimes I feel like the young people get a lot of...
Yeah, we do get
a lot of flack for sin as if we're the only ones that commit it. As if a 50-year-old man can't suffer from lust.
I guess it's just because ours is more on display.
I don't even know if it's more on display.
I think it's more like it's more...
If an older person steps out, it's held between bosoms. Like...
Yeah, but if one of us do it, it's
like, because the only way you'd probably know is if the person themselves decides, say, hey, let me fess up.
Yeah.
Or them tell somebody, and sadly, them business get
that's true.
Sent around town.
Yeah.
Please, let us, as Mandy said, lead with love. And sometimes when you are reprimanding, try not to sound like you're nagging. It's not fun to be on the receiving end of that. It's not fun. Because when they say young people, you're grouping everybody. And it's the same thing with parents when you have more than one child. And it's just like, well, no, I do. Oh, no?
My baby myself, I don't give my mother no talking.
Facts.
Don't come say no.
Group me up.
Don't group me.
It's no honor, brother.
Don't group me. My mother never have to come look out a road for me yet.
Facts.
My mother never have to send search party out for me yet.
Facts.
Okay, I don't give trouble, I don't give talking. I might outspoken and feisty, but I don't give trouble and I don't give talking.
Please, people.
Don't give talking.
Please. Let us be a little bit more cognizant of who we're talking to and what we're saying and when we're saying it, please.
All right, next one.
All right, next one. Church concert attire.
All right, church.
I knew Brandon was going to be the first person.
All right, so all I can say is that I've been to a few church concerts. And
you know that Brandon is our local road tete.
Yes.
I've been to a few, and I will just
been to a lot.
I'll say what I need to say. From what I've seen with how some of the ladies be dressing, I didn't know. Listen, the Lord made the human body, but I did not know that nipples were giving praise to the Lord. You see me? I didn't know cleavage was opening hands, receiving blessings from the Lord. Obviously, if you're a girl and you can't help it, can't help but show cleavage. But my take is that what I've seen how some girls dress, some Christian concerts, it's kind of mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you guys are going a bit too overboard. Showing up. I'm not gonna say like, I mean, you can show your shoulder. I'm not gonna blow up. I'm not gonna blow up in the setting.
Brenda said the shoulder and the ankle is fine.
Yeah, shoulder and ankle is fine.
But my good sis.
But like, brother,
Yeah.
Some like I understand that some girls can't help it. Isn't it? If your body just that big, if your boobs are just that big, you can't help it. But listen, man.
Lord.
Some listen, man. Some girls they be doing too much now.
And I can even
too much, brother. You're wearing too much. Like that cleavage does not have to be that deep.
Too little.
Too little. Yeah, the cleavage does not have to be that deep. You could get a pin.
I mean, come just as you are has a boundary.
As a boundary, yeah.
You get me?
That's just my thing.
It has a boundary. Come just as you are means say, if all you own is one jeans pants and one good shirt,
yeah.
That's the come as you are.
Yeah.
If you have one dress and it's short, but you have one sweater where you can wrap around it, come. If the dress where you have a cap sleeve, come. However, there is a limit, and we talked about this with modesty sometime last year.
Yeah.
We have to remember that even our attire is representing who we are as Christians, and we always talk about, not allowing your counterparts to wander, let their eyes, ears, hands, wherever wander. But just for yourself, we're not even considering them as yet.
No.
For yourself, I'm sure everybody wants to look their best and feel their best. But the same way how we have rules outlining attire for schools and government institutions, which you have no problem abiding with, it's the same for the church.
Yeah,
it's the same for any kind of church gathering. So not because the concert is not in the sanctuary
doesn't
mean that you have free will to just dress as if this is
it's a church concert.
Yeah.
It's not a
reference
worldly
in the way
concert.
you dress.
Exactly.
Nobody is saying that you have to put on your spike heel shoes
And
and
a
your
super long
three-piece suit with your brooch and your hat. Nobody's saying that. Even if a pants you wear, just take into consideration how you feel.
Sometimes it's a
when you're
matter
wearing
of
it and what you look like.
Sometimes it's a matter of come as you are, but know where you're going.
Time and place. Time and place.
Yeah.
It's a matter of come as you are, but know where you're going. Because even as it is with the ladies, the gentlemen as well, you're coming to this church concert and the pants are
They're
nowhere.
compression pants.
Yeah, they're compression
Why are
pants.
they so tight?
They are nowhere near your waistline.
I'm sorry.
They are far below, and I don't understand why.
These are gym tights.
The man pulling up in gray sweats.
These are gym tights.
No,
there is
sweat is fine.
There is
but
no reason
why
for us to see where your underpants stops through your pants.
Yeah.
Like this is the line that shows this is where there is no reason for the pants to be that tight to the point where it's uncomfortable for you to take a seat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we should not be seeing the outline of your butt or lack thereof or the front of your pants or lack thereof. Right? Nobody.
No.
In the house of the Lord or among
in the presence of the Lord and amongst other believers.
Amongst other believers. Like, it's, yeah.
So, yes, guys, just be
dress comfortable.
What's the word can you say?
Look
Be
good.
cognizant.
Look good. Like,
look good,
always look good. There's no...
You
but
don't.
if the
Nobody
pants
is saying
tight,
church needs to be frumpy.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you are supposed to be a peculiar people. You're supposed to be set apart.
Yeah. Obviously,
you're supposed to be different.
If you have body parts that
some people honestly can't help it.
The thing is, if you know that's you, when you look behind you and you're like, yeah, man, I mean that, check. Cause what they need for check. Yeah.
When you're getting ready and all I can think about, man, my breasts them look good in that dress here.
The girls are sitting. The girls are sitting.
Maybe need to reevaluate the reasons.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're not saying don't dress. Don't dress up. I'm just saying just be Just be mindful that is you're going to a Christian concert and you need to also look a certain way. Obviously, if you know you can't help it, then that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I can understand.
You know your body and you know how to dress it.
You know how to dress it
appropriately.
But for the others, I'm like, brother, I remember, listen, man, I've seen some stuff and I'm like, brother, I know the Lord made these, but I didn't know they were offering praise today.
Oh.
I just didn't know that. I didn't know that. You see me? So that's...
Okay. Brandon. Which part the man them there? Where are the men's? The men's are not in church. Which part the man them there?
Oh, wait, hold on. We're sweeping that one a while ago.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Sweeping. We're sweeping.
Where are the men?
Where are the men's?
Why are they not men in church?
I don't even know if this is a keep or sweep. This is a genuine question.
It's a concern.
It's a concern. It's a concern.
But my question to you is, it's not where the men is. What men are you looking for?
I like how we're sticking to saying men's.
My question is, if you're saying where are the men, are you saying where are the good-looking men? Where are the capable?
I did not even say good-looking.
Well, yes.
No, I just said men.
Hold on. That's why I'm asking, you know.
Well, yes.
The reason I'm asking, you know, is because the reason I'm asking is because if we're saying where are the men, then you're asking that there's certain things that the men should have that they should be here, or it's asking where are the men in the church in general.
No, we're asking in general.
Yeah, because I can say
that other question doesn't hurt.
That throughout my 22 years of being in the church, the ratio of women to men is usually 2 to 1, if not at times 3 to 1.
3 to 1.
You hardly see a lot of the men in church from time to time, and it's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Sounds like a depot. I don't know if we can keep her or sheep the one. That's still.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's just a concern.
It's a genuine
It's just going to stay there.
Yeah.
It's just gonna
We're leaving this one up in the air.
It's like a stand up on the oar. The oar right there. So
where is the men's?
Yeah, where are the men's?
Where are the men's?
Where are the men's?
Where are the men's? The men's is.
Men's? Where are you?
I think it's a number of things, you know, like some men, they man the Christian life. They think of it as a
shackle.
I think sometimes it can be seen as a woman thing.
Religion
can be seen as a woman thing.
I thought Epic and Tapas was a woman's restaurant, but then a woman them show up on the thing. So it's always been advertised.
Oh, yeah.
It's always been advertised.
I think a lot of guys have FOMO for Christianity. So I think that's what's holding a lot of them back. FOMO.
Explain because for the people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah, FOMO, fear of missing out. The world looks very appealing and appetizing.
Yeah.
There is,
and also Christianity can seem kind of.
Yeah, from some. In all honesty, some people do give that boring look to Christianity. We're not gonna deny that.
And Christianity can look kind of soft.
It can seem soft. It can look very restrictive.
Soft, restrictive. Yeah. But then again, if you know, all I want to say is it will seem soft, but then until you're really in there, it's not so soft. Yeah. But
so
it can seem that way.
The world is very. Trust me, there's so many elements that can make the world look appealing.
Yeah.
And make over here so look like the boringest teacher, the boringest class. All you get is just dictation with a teacher with a monotonous voice. Yeah. And over there, so have the vibesy teacher. We're giving us snacks and drinks every day. And sweet tip on Fridays. And you get for color in your children's own.
Listen to music in
a class. That's how it seems. And in all honesty, they're looking at how much joy some of these things do bring people. And they're really not understanding that you can get more than that when you cross over. But there is a task of trying to convince them. A lot of wives have this problem.
The marry unsaved.
Marry and unsaved. Or you were both unsaved when you got married and you happen to join.
It's normally the woman who gets saved.
Who gets saved first if it's an unsaved married couple.
Remember, there's also like some persons that do fear mongering in the gospel.
Yeah.
And it's normally a woman will come up. And the man them just
don't like
stoic.
Brandon, you know. What is that face?
The man them just stoic at the back. no move. You see me? So it's like but what I've noticed that when men do get saved, it's normally we can call it when men get saved. It's like when one man gets saved, say
That's
more man get saved.
The virgin them are coming.
Yeah, so it's I think it's all as many factors, but I think it's differences.
Yeah.
But when one man gets saved, you can know say more man go forward.
Yeah, but a lot of marriages,
from our experience at least,
are women either marrying outside or they start dating somebody that's unsaved, and eventually get them saved, and then them probably get married, or they married somebody, the woman finds Jesus, the husband is still unsaved, it takes a while to get them in.
Sometimes it takes years of praying and fasting
to get them in.
So I think it's a myriad of things.
Yeah.
It's a myriad of
Brandon
things.
jokingly told me and Candace one day that her husbands are not in the church.
And
and you don't remember that? We remember.
Yeah.
And Candace and
why would I?
That's why I said Brandon jokingly told us one day that our husbands are not in church, that them out the road.
Yeah.
And ever so often, Candace and I remember it and bust out a laugh.
But what
it's so funny.
What did I mean by that? There has to be some. There must.
I don't know. I think we were just having a general
topic.
Conversation.
Oh, I think maybe what I was saying that your husbands are not in church, so like maybe they are saved, but at the same time they're not a part of this
church.
Oh, this church.
This denomination.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Okay.
I thought you meant like her husband was a dancehall artist.
No.
You're mad.
You're mad. You want to try to convert them on there?
I don't think that's my ministry.
No.
I think to say like your husband might be outside of this denomination completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might be. Yeah.
We can probably even follow that up in the next episode with what we're gonna be talking about, because that just might come back. That they're just
listen.
in this church.
As I say, listen. When I went to the concerts at the time, you see me, I was scoping out the scene. And you see me, I saw some things.
I've been to a few.
That's what I'm saying.
Scope the scenery out.
That's why I said.
It's not that bad.
Believe that's never ever been on my agenda.
Girl,
I come here, I have a good time, I go home.
No,
I come here, I do my job, I go home.
I always take stock of the people that are around me.
Yeah, always. Scope the scene.
I can't help it.
Like if I do happen to see somebody that looks good, I'm gonna be like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
Precisely.
Like that's what we're working with. All right, cool.
Don't mean say, I'm going after you like until our 12 years. That does not mean I'm clutching at the hem of your garment.
No, I'm not.
I'm not pushing through the crowd to get to you.
I am master of acknowledging when somebody looks good.
Yeah.
And keep it moving.
Precisely.
It's like just say, wow, like in my head, it's like.
I think for me, it's like, if she looks good,
you're going to tell her.
I'm not going to tell her that she looks good. You never
really?
You never compliment the girl when you see her for the first time. Unless, if you have nothing else to say, you say, aside from over there, I find her attractive, you see me? And then you start off with that, but at the first bad compliment something else about her. Like her eyelashes, her eyebrows,
my thing is,
shoes.
And don't come and say that, you guys don't see anybody because you don't want to come and talk to anybody first. I don't have any issue.
People don't want to come talk to me.
Giving a young man a compliment. I don't have any issue doing that. I have no issue talking to anybody.
All the time.
That's not my problem, okay? That's not my problem. Somebody else's problem, but it's not my problem.
My name Fred.
Look how much time I give people compliments.
Exactly.
I tell Brandon all the time, say him look beard today. That's the compliment, don't? Say look beard.
Jamaicans have some real serious
you look beard today.
Compliments. You look bad.
So
you look bad.
Are we keeping her?
Smell
are we
bad,
keeping
my
her
friend.
sweeping this one?
Well, which part? The men's them there?
Remember we said we're just leaving it up in the
oar?
air. Yeah, we're leaving it up in the air.
Up on the oar.
All right, next one.
That's so funny. Next one that we have, idolizing your partner. Do you really have to talk about them?
We're sweeping that because that's not supposed to
So let's give
break it down now.
Break it down.
So I saw a tweet. Not a tweet. I saw it on Instagram. No, sorry, on YouTube. This guy was talking about the simping culture in Christendom, where husbands, they talk about their wives. You ever go to church and a guest pastor is there and he goes into a monologue about how great his wife is? That has that ever made you uncomfortable? It's made me uncomfortable.
Wait, is it idolizing your partner?
Yes.
Or pastor?
No,
Partner.
We did the past one last week.
Yeah, we did the past one
yeah,
already.
Yeah, so
Because women do it as well.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
so it's
My-
about that's what it's
my
about.
My man, my man, my man.
I give honor to the king of this castle.
My husband, my
God.
husband, my
I don't ever want to hear you say that.
My
It's
man, my man, my man.
so cringe.
My one baby father.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
my
that's-
husband,
so
my
guys, that's the-
husband,
that's
my
the
baby
idea.
father, my everything. I
my
was like-
boyfriend, my fiance.
Like, I do understand, the whole gimmick of
Yeah.
it and so on.
Yeah.
But at some point, we need to let it go.
Yeah, because the way
It's
in the
frozen.
video he talks about how they
No
talk
pun
about
intended.
how they speak about their wives. We're not telling you that you can't talk about your wife or your partner, but they say like the way how they refer to them, it's almost as if you can't exist.
Without them, they are your all.
They are their all in all, and it's weird. It's really
Yeah,
weird.
but that's something serious now, because idolizing means that you're putting this person in front of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And God has a real wicked sense of humor, as we like to say.
He's a jealous man.
He can
He
remove that
Oh, 100%.
either in a temporary way or a permanent way.
Yeah.
You're having a
And-
problem spending time with me because Jonathan is always in your face. Let me just take him out.
Yes, like,
let's just clear the way.
Let's
Let's
put Jonathan,
yeah.
6 feet deep. Let's see how,
Yeah.
because it can be extreme.
take him out.
Yeah,
Oh,
God
yeah,
can be
let's
he can
Jonathan
be
be
extreme,
traveling
Jonathan's
to
always
work.
you know what? Let me find him a friend. Mary,
Yeah,
Enter.
yeah, right.
you get me?
Yes.
Now she'll pray to me because Jonathan's gone.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
when Jonathan turn him back to she I go turn fear face to Christ, because who else can
Precisely.
she go to?
Mm-hmm.
Idolizing somebody, we always like to say the Lord giveth and He takes away.
Yep.
And I don't think sometimes people don't realize how much they are idolizing their partners
Yeah.
until you realize how much it really affects your relationship with God,
Yeah.
and you overall, your entire mental state, your well-being, everything.
connected
How
to
much
them.
one person has an impact on you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we understand, like, loving the person and, this is my wife for how much years, or this is my husband for how much
But
years, or whatever.
but you're clearly obsessed.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Yes.
looking for.
Yeah.
The line between being in love with somebody to being obsessed with them is thin.
Very thin.
And you don't realize most of the times that you have crossed that
Yeah.
line, and that person has become your obsession.
Yeah.
And God can remove that person. As we
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
it can be a separation, a divorce, a
And
breakup.
you can break
Yeah.
it. You can even break it down even further than to like boyfriend and girlfriend, as Christians relationships as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Bible says that Jesus says, if you love me, keep my commandments. So love is an action word. So, and if whatever your partner says goes, and it's in contrary to what the Bible says or the Lord has said to you,
Yeah.
and you're still going with that person, then
Yeah.
obviously you've chosen who your God is.
Your God is.
Worse
You've chosen
if-
that.
Worse if the Lord did not put down him for you. And
Yeah,
you did
you-
a wall and a wall and a wall and a wall and
Yeah,
a
so
buckle with the Lord.
you've
The Lord will
chosen-
lick you in your hip like I'm the Jacob.
Yeah. You've chosen what you want, and the Lord will see that. You cite it and be like, all right, cool. It seems you have
You say,
forgotten
yeah.
that I am the
Let me
creator
show
of all
you.
of this.
Who
Yeah.
in charge,
I'll
and
show
just
you.
boops bop something up really,
Yeah.
really quick, and
Yeah.
you are just left in shock and
Yeah.
devastation over what has happened.
Yeah.
This can be not only for partners but for your family members as well, for your
Yeah,
children.
friendships and stuff.
I
Yeah.
remember I was watching the singer Kiki Wyatt give a testimony some years ago about how her young picnic, 11-year-old, get brain cancer, and she used to bawl and bawl, and I said, God, oh, you for make this happen and
Yeah.
whatever. And she said one day she
Yeah.
was praying, and it's like God just revealed to her, say, your son became your everything. You completely forgot about me while you placed him at the center
Of your life.
of your life. Everything was about your son, and there's nothing wrong with like wanting to be a good mom, but she said she realized then that she was going overboard in being her job. She just wanted to be the perfect mom and look like the perfect mom and have everything put together. And everything was like, I don't remember his name, but let's just say Brad. Everything was, oh, Brad is this, and Brad was our lock screen, and every day she write up on Facebook about Brad and what Brad do at school today, and she want everybody to know about Brad, and everybody must love Brad like how she love Brad, and Brad gets brain cancer. How can me, the perfect mother with the perfect child, reach here? So, and she said when praying, God showed her, Brad was not your son. Brad was your God.
Yeah.
And I had to do what I had to do to show you, say, I'm me in charge.
And even Brad fault, you know.
And that is the messed up thing about it.
And even Brad fault. I just you.
You
let that drive that consume you.
Yeah, because sometimes it's the sins of the parents that are visited upon the children.
Oh, yes.
And the people them don't know which part of the crosses that come from.
I think in the scripture it talks about that. I think when it was in somewhere either in the Old Testament, Leviticus,
the sins
where the Lord
of the
said,
parents are visited upon the children.
The third or the fourth generation would feel the wrath of,
And you don't know. That's why we always talk about generational curses and breaking these chains, you know, because you don't know where they're coming from. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with you and the life that you're living. Sometimes it has to do with the grandma and mommy and daddy and grandpa and auntie and uncle and what them did mix up in. That now come and stick up onto your shoes like bubble gum and you can't wipe it off.
Can't escape it unless you come to Christ.
Yeah. You need some deliverance.
Don't go to
some deliverance.
Don't go to them people there.
No.
Alright, so we are keeping
so we're sweeping, idolizing
sweeping
the partners. Absolutely sweeping.
Sweep.
Definitely sweeping.
Sweep.
Dating multiple persons as a Christian.
I can't do it.
Keep.
So I say sweep.
I mean, we're keeping it.
We're keeping
but for our speaking on
if
our
we have
behalf,
the stamina.
Speaking
on my behalf, I can't date multiple people at once.
I can't.
I don't think my brain is just not done for that.
If I like one person, you're all I see.
Yeah.
Until they say you don't like me, I'm gone.
Exactly.
Dating, please. For people out there, dating,
expound.
You can date while you're in a relationship and be dating before you get into a relationship. We are talking about dating before you get in a relationship.
Yes.
You can always date multiple persons before you get in a relationship.
Word to Pastor Walsh.
Yes, thank you very much, Cody. You can always date multiple persons before you get in a relationship. Once you have done so, and you decide, say, okay, I went out with Peter, I'm going to go out with James, we'll go out with Paul. James is really my cup of tea. Peter and Paul have fallen off. So then you say to James, I am ready, to take this to the next level. Are you ready to take this to the next level? Then you can decide if you want to date exclusively and in a relationship. That's what that means. Granted, though, dating exclusively also does not mean you're in a relationship. It just means that you are dating one person.
Because when you sign up the passport form, you're still single.
Precisely.
Yeah, facts.
It just means that you are dating one person. You have dating, and then you have dating exclusively, and then you have dating. Then you have relationship stage. You get me?
Yeah.
You're not necessarily at a relationship stage when you're dating exclusively. But by all means, in principle and theory, if you can manage to juggle and you can do it and date multiple persons, then absolutely go ahead. There's nothing wrong if you date multiple persons. I think sometimes where it comes into place, should you let the person know?
No.
What?
Yeah, idiot.
You said no, so him said no so fast.
There's no way I'm dating, right? I'm going on a date with a girl, right? And she's saying, all right, so you're date number 3 for this one?
No.
Not like
you
that.
You don't say it like that.
Upon our first introduction with each other.
You can say if you're looking for something serious or if you're still
I fully don't care.
some people do get a kick out of knowing that they're on a roster because they're gonna try
work hard,
outshine and outperform. That's some people.
I don't.
Other people are not done for that.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
That's why I need to make it.
People, I think I would ask rather than you tell me.
Yes, you should ask.
I'd ask.
You should ask.
If they said that, but I would clearly say that I'm here to pass a test.
But what if the Lord said, listen,
I'll fail.
Listen, Hosea, that is your go, ma.
Nah, brother.
And you know, say you have to go beat where the rest of the man them. Well, it all depends on where you are so led.
Candace.
Listen, I may not be when I'm not fighting no man.
Or
if him want you need to make sure so you saw that.
You can, but then again, if you need to tell the person, you have a thing called lying by omission, you know, by not disclosing this information, you know.
Nah,
if you are and
tell the truth
and don't make it be a thing where, oh, you didn't tell me, you never asked. I feel like that
to me, I better
that can be a slap in the face as a response.
Go up on a date and you say, I'm not really feeling you as much as I think I should.
Yeah.
Rather than I hear say, yeah, I'm also dating another person. I'd be like, brother, what kind of joke is this?
Like if I come to
that's why you should.
So I'm ending things because
if you're able to say to the person or to clarify, hey, like I'd like to date you exclusively. Like it doesn't necessarily.
That's fine.
You can say that so that everybody knows. Say, me, I'm only interested in dating you right now.
Because you can
then they can come up and say like, oh well, I'm not really dating exclusively right now. I'm still, you know, seeing my options.
I think I would have made my terms pretty clear. I'd be like, I'm dating to marry. So I've liked you. I've seen other things out there, but I've chosen you.
I want to date you exclusively.
So I'll be like, what are you doing?
So then the person would, if they're feeling the same with them, say, all right, let me clear the roster.
Yeah.
And only make time for you. But you can literally say to somebody, if them show some interest with you and they want to date, I was like, well, you know, honestly, I'm actively dating.
If they tell me after the date, like I'm actively dating other people, I'll be like,
that's crazy. I feel like that would be a tactless disclosure.
Yeah.
You don't say that to people.
I'm actively dating right now.
I'd rather ask. Yeah, I'd rather ask.
Yeah.
If
you can ask, are you seeing anybody else? And then the person will be, well, you know, I actually have been dating.
Ooh.
I don't understand, but if you just come out and tell me that I'm dating, I'll be like, stop.
My thing
I need to go home. I don't need to be.
My thing is now with how things have been set up in society. Where does talking lie?
Talking is.
You have people that are talking, but they're not actually dating.
There's too many words nowadays for the different stages until you get to a relationship.
I feel like.
All right, guys, we will discuss this topic in the
next episode. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Talking, dating, and the whole works.
So we're going to. Yeah. I'm sweeping. Mandy is sweeping. Candace is keeping.
I'm keeping it
for principle and theory.
Principle,
I'm sweeping.
For myself, however, I'm
sweeping.
I'm sweeping.
I'm capable of dating more than one person.
I can't.
I am.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
I am unable to can.
If you say that to me, brother, I'm going to tell you if I
No, because my thing.
Because I'm not the one.
Because I feel like if I like somebody, you know, Brandon, right? Honestly, there's nobody else.
Exactly.
Everybody else disappeared to me. You are just headless people walking around.
I have thought of everything possible of our future.
We belong together.
Yes.
Word to Mariah Carey.
Yes.
But my thing, listen, if I've only known you for a week, you're not my end all be all.
I don't care.
I mean,
care.
Okay,
if somebody else was to come onto the scene in a week of knowing you,
come on to what scene?
If somebody else was supposed to pique my interest within a week of knowing you, I'm not locking down shop.
Come on to what? No. All right, so Candace, think of it this way.
Yeah.
Right. This is the last point we're going to make, right? Think of it this way, right? So for instance, I say I go somewhere, right? And I see 4 girls that I find attractive.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get the 4 girl them number.
Precisely.
I'll talk, but there's one that I'll take on a date. The rest I'll throw away.
That's why don't say throw away.
The rest you gently lay aside.
Yeah, lay aside.
Like your burden.
Yeah, just lay aside. Because I'm done.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm jumping on this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I do have it within me to be able to speak to and sift through the multitude.
Okay.
I
guess when you put it like that.
When you put it that way, it makes sense.
But like actively
Yeah, because
me
no.
say, all right, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Yeah.
Said to me, say, them want to carry me out.
And you know,
I
say John,
can't do that if I know, say, a Mark, I really have feelings for.
But you want to go with Luke and John.
But I want, no.
No.
If I know, say, all right, if I know, say,
Yeah.
Mark is at the top of the list
Yeah.
in the liking meter for them, I might me I go with first. I see if that date they would Mark sell off.
Then you don't. Yeah.
Everybody else get rubbed off at the list. All the other acts, gospels got to go.
But but what if the one that you like the most, you realize that in real life and it don't gel that well?
Then that's fine.
That's all right. I go back to the drawing board.
Go back to the drawing board, you regroup, you take care of yourself, and you go back out there
that's
again.
why I'm saying
But I don't keep a record of the rest.
No, yeah, because I don't want them feel like they're like second option, third option, fourth option.
They don't need to know where they fall.
No, but
on
that's
the
how
ranking.
you
but
put
that's
them.
how I am going to feel.
That's how I feel about it.
No, because
I don't want to be your I know you're third
I
option.
don't want you as second option for you.
Exactly. I don't want her to, I don't want the girl that I like to know that she's the third option. You're crazy. I can't look at you the same way. You're not, brother. You're not.
And then years down
like
the line,
it's almost like picking a Charles chocolate over a Snickers.
Ooh.
Right? And years down the line now when
Brother,
I
I cannot do that to her.
When we have Alzheimer's and they
call
put
them
knock on
something
wood, and me I tell my great grandpicnic say,
Yeah.
boy, you know say,
Sheila, I'm do with you know.
yeah.
I'm there with your grandmother instead.
Yes, we end up with their granny.
Yeah, Candace, I don't want that for
I don't
me.
want.
That for me.
Because the whole heap of people are
But I
second
got you.
option.
Listen,
Second option,
I'm in
yeah.
a second option relationship.
To each their own.
Nah, brother.
Carry
Can't be
the
teaching.
basket that you can manage
Sweep
to carry.
that bongo
It
straight.
has-
But I don't
We're
want it.
keep it.
Mandy, you can't.
Please.
We're
Listen.
keeping and sweeping. Queep.
Yeah. I will keep it. Sex. Sex is not a bad word. The use, and rather, I would even say,
Misuse.
lack of use of sex in the church.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to sweep that. We need to talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that's
I think-
exactly where
I
my
think-
head is.
I think so. This is what I always say was that I think one, time and place would be very important. One, I
Yeah.
think that'd be very important. Also, two, I believe if sex is to be talked about in the church more, and I do agree it should be. This is my take. I think in some ways it seems that persons in the world are having better sex than Christians are.
Or I think they talk. I don't necessarily think it's better in the practical
the
sense.
work people in the world.
They talk about it and they
Yeah.
make
They're
it sound more
It's not
exciting.
taboo
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's so funny, an institution created by God or an act
Yes.
created by God is almost feared
Yeah.
by
We
Christians.
talk about it in hush hush, in
Yeah,
hush
it's
tones.
Hush, hush. Yeah.
Like it's, you don't want to mention its
Because
name
you know what's
for
crazy?
it to rear its
What's
head.
crazy? Some like I remember. I think I did know somebody. They were saying that now that they become a Christian, they say they're gonna have like vanilla sex now.
You don't have
You don't
to.
have to.
But that's what. But
You
that's,
do.
That's what it looks to them.
You do what
That's
you
that's
can.
That's what it looks to them.
Unless
What is
otherwise
in your
convicted.
marriage?
You get me?
Exactly.
Like they better not be on the file. But at the same time, it's like keep. I think the conversation sometimes they always make it seem like it's difficult to talk about.
And I don't know why, because
I think a
I mean,
lot.
I'll cringe, but
three-quarters
I'll
people,
cringe.
exactly, but it's
but-
something, it's natural.
So
It
yeah.
is.
That's how we were made. So I
Yeah.
don't know why.
None of us came here by osmosis.
Exactly. We never dropped stork, never delivered
No,
by the door, and
we
we never
never
dropped from
hatched.
sky.
And I
We did
think
not
I
act.
can understand also why the church doesn't really speak about it that often because
The fear of it rearing its head.
because as Gary said, the truth is two-sided, So
Yeah.
as much as you tell persons about it, they'll want to go out and experience.
Yeah.
But also not tell them about it, they
it
will still go
also
out and
feeds both
both
ends
ends
feed
feed
curiosity.
curiosity.
But I think it
Both
should be
ends feed
it should be
curiosity.
discussed
I
because
f- yeah.
from when I was
Especially
young,
if
the
you have
made sex
young
look
people in
like
the
the
church.
made sex because they're not talking about sex and they're just talking about fornication. But
Yes.
Yes.
They're
made
saying
sex, yeah.
don't. You have to understand that people brain work in an opposite way. You telling a child, look, for example, a toddler, don't touch that. The baby is going to go over there and touch that.
Want to touch it? Yeah.
The moment when people become of age to know that, hey, this thing actually carries pros and cons. It does not only have cons.
Yeah.
Because you are taught growing up,
sex is
you're
all
going
cons.
to get
You're
pregnant,
you're
you're going to get STD, you're going to get HIV, you're going to get AIDS.
Yeah.
And then this person go ahead and find out, say, well, here comes feeling good,
yeah.
multiple orgasms, the whole works. We're not going to get into it. But
It's have a great idea.
Exactly. So they're like, okay, but everybody's talking. Everybody that's not who is supposed to be talking about it
sex.
is talking about it and makes it seem so appealing.
Almost demonizing the whole thing.
Yeah, and you're like, the person is now conflicted because it's like, but growing up here, them say, oh, it's a sin and whatever. Fornication is a sin.
Sex is not a sin.
Sex is not a sin.
Sex in the wrong
Fornication.
context.
Yes.
Wrong place and time.
And I think that's it. We only hear about it in the wrong context, but not in the right context. We only hear about how bad it is for us when it's done incorrectly.
Yeah.
And then because of that, I know someone who told me personally that as a Christian, he was relaying to me an experience because we're talking about sex. Because you can do that. You can talk about sex.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with talking about sex.
Yeah.
Right? Just because you talk about sex does not mean you have a dirty mind.
You're going to do it afterwards.
Precisely.
Yeah.
He's newly married and he was telling me about sex and the reality of sex when you're newly married as a Christian couple. He was saying because of the way the church talks about sex in such a negative way, namely as fornication and adultery, he has had the experience of people expressing to him that when it comes time to now have sex in your Christian marriage, they're afraid to have it.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't
They are
want.
afraid
I've heard of
to
that
have
too.
sex, and you are married because it has been drilled into your head over and over and over and over and over again that sexual sin, sexual sin, sexual sin, sexual sin. That now that you have arrived in the correct context to do
use
so,
it,
you're still afraid.
You're
Your
stiff
body
like
cannot
or two
relax.
Yeah.
Exactly, your body cannot relax for you to be able to enjoy the act
It's basically
that you're
like
supposed to be enjoying.
In a way, it's almost like it's like when they say you will, what was it? I think everyone, well, I don't know if this is true. I remember hearing that whenever, when they cage an animal long enough,
Yeah.
you open the door, it
And
stays in the cage.
they're still in that
because they're
mentality.
still in that mentality.
Yeah.
Stockholm
So,
syndrome.
so I think that's what I'm saying. Like the time and place will have to be very important. But at the same time, when you do talk about it, it happens on both sides. The curiosity, will still be
there.
And you can't really control what people do.
No.
But I don't think demonizing it.
No.
Have
Demonizing
more. I really do like the idea of workshops.
Yeah.
Because it shows you who is interested to actually want to learn about whatever information an expert is sharing.
Yeah.
And if you really do gather someone that's not close-minded or somebody that's an expert in that field but is also a Christian
who isn't so touchy
about it, you would be surprised at how many people you would have showing up, how many questions they can ask. Because trust is not just single people.
Christians have questions about sex.
Me too when I used to hear certain pastors talk about it, and I used to be shocked when I was young. I was like, you not feel
yeah,
you not feel
that? Like no, you're young and you see a Christian woman show up at church with belly, and you're like, I know what happens for you to have that. They were doing that here. What? Oh my God.
Yeah, because it's just not. And I think in the God, I don't know, but God made sex to be enjoyable and to reproduce. But I think it needs to be talked about, especially with like the young people as well. Because I can't really control when I tell somebody about it. I can't control what you do after that. That's up to you. That's up to you and God, and that's up to you. That's your business. You and your conscience and God have got to deal with that. But I think sharing about it and talking about it, and having a more open mind, and speak the truth. Having a more open mind, and I think that's what's missing from the church.
That's a gap.
Yeah, will that bring down less sex for young people at church? I don't think so.
No,
but I think it will
make them more educated.
It will not make them run to the world for information about what God did.
Exactly. Of how God designed this to be.
Exactly. And they would be more comfortable when that feeling gets up to them, instead of them running to go take care of the feeling, they have more like-minded persons or somebody that once explained to them, hey, you know, I went through this, it was a tough time, but here was how I got through it.
I don't think
and they're able to, you know, have to share the recipes.
Even like saying the feeling, brother Yohani.
Yeah.
Like let's call it what it is.
Let's be so serious.
Jamaican people say that word so funny.
Yohani, brother.
Yeah, when you are feeling horny, you should be able. You should be able to say that, hey, this is a feeling.
That's
a natural feeling that I can come and talk to the Lord about and express to him that this feeling it is getting very overwhelming for me. Lord, help me, please.
Because he's not going to take it away, you know.
Because it's supposed to be there.
It's supposed to be there.
It is just on you to develop that aspect of the fruit of the Spirit, your self-control.
Yeah.
You get me? Because sex has been so taboo, when we get the feeling of horniness and we get these thoughts, we even want to hide from the Lord because we feel like it's too dirty to come to the Lord about.
Virgin, right now, me and God conversation them difference, you know.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, because I'm like, Lord.
Exactly.
You know, what going
today, you can come and talk to the Lord about sex. You can come and talk to him about how you're feeling, about how your thoughts are going, how overwhelming they can get, how it feels like you can't manage, you're just ready for do something to have this feeling leave you. You can talk to the Lord about it. It's not too dirty. It's not unclean. He designed the body to react these ways.
Yeah.
It is for you to work with him alongside the Holy Spirit to help you to develop your self-control. It's not going to be removed. It's there to help develop your self-control. You get me? These are things that you can talk to the Lord about.
Yes. All right, guys.
Yes, people.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of This Great Space.
Yeah.
Remember
and
to
keep
like
it or sweep it.
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We will continue this Keep It or Sweep It series.
Yeah, share your hot takes.
Share your hot takes in the comments
views.
or DMs. If you guys don't say anything, we'll just find them on our own.
Yeah.
And we'll just
Decide
get
if
to
we
it.
want
Don't be upset if your topic doesn't get covered because closed mouths
Don't get fed.
They don't get fed.
All
You
right.
got to open your mouth and let us know what you want us to talk about.
All right, guys. Jesus Christ, the way, the truth, and the life. Get to know him today. And if you don't know him,
you're moving mad.
You're moving mad,
we
bruv.
have to sweep that. Sweep that.
Sweep that.
Sweep that.
You're moving mad, bro. Thank you guys all for watching this
Grace
Space.
Space.
Bye, guys.
Bye.